जय हिंद. सरस्वती सुकुंज भगवाला बोरसद, English medium, standard 7, subject science, chapter number 10, respiration in organism. This is your video part 1. So before going into the chapter, let me ask you two questions. First one, from what you get energy? Second one, this word respiration and the other word that is breathing, both are same or not? What is your opinion? So as I ask you first question, that from what you get energy, many of you or most of you will say that food. Our body get energy from food. Yes, you are correct. For the second question, you will be agree that yes, respiration and the word breathing both are same. But in this chapter, we are going to see the cellular respiration. Now you will surprise that what is this new word, cellular respiration? For that, I want to ask you the question that what is breathing? You will say that taking in air and taking out air from the nose, right? Someone will change that taking in oxygen and taking out carbon dioxide from the nose is called breathing. So, my brother, this respiration is not that process. That is why breathing and respiration both are different words. Actually, this breathing, the word breathing is a part of respiration. The breathing is a part of respiration process. We can divide this respiration in a 3 types. First one, external respiration. Second one, internal respiration. And third one, that is cellular respiration. In this chapter, we are going to talk about third one, that is cellular respiration in more detail. Now, first one, that is breathing and external respiration. Now that both words are same. External respiration means inhaling air or exhaling out, right? Exhaling the air that from the nose is your external respiration or breathing, we can say. If we want to be specific, we can say that inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide from the nose, that is your external respiration. Okay, now second word I was talking about, the internal respiration. So the process which occurs inside your lungs, when you are taking air from the nose, it goes into the windpipe, right? It reaches the lungs. That is blood, we all know, right? The blood which is reaching carbon dioxide. The oxygen that is in the lung will enter into the blood. That blood will become oxygen-rich blood. It will release carbon dioxide. It will move towards the heart. This process is your internal respiration, right? The second part is internal, I mean the process which occurs inside the lung. About this process, you have already studied in 4th standard about many systems of your body, respiratory system, circulatory system, right, digestion system, that all you have studied in 4th standard. So internal respiration you know. Now as you are in 7th standard, here the important thing is cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is so much important. So first question that I ask you, that what is required for energy, means you said food, right? So when you are eating the food, when you eat the food, the energy that is in the food, right? Energy is closed into the food, if we imagine like that. So when you're eating the food will give energy to your body. What is your body? Body is made up of cells. So basically food will give energy to the cell, and that energy is stored in a form of glucose into your cells. The energy is stored into your cells in a form of glucose, right? Now, if we want to get that energy, we need to break down that glucose, means your body need to break down that glucose, right? So, cellular respiration means the process of breaking down food or glucose which is in the cell with the release of energy, that is your cellular respiration. Now, let me ask you one question, that when you play a lot or when you run so much or when you take out some exercise, when you perform some exercise, what you do? After that, your heartbeat increases, your breathing, taking in and taking out, that process increases. You are doing it so faster. It means, if we simplify this thing, it means your body requires more oxygen. That is why you are inhaling more oxygen from the nose, right? Why it is like that? In the beginning, I told you that every part of your body, and let me be specific, every cell of the body which work for you, it requires energy. And to convert glucose into the energy. You have seen that a cellular respiration, right? To break down that glucose, if it will break down, energy will release from that. We require oxygen, and you can get oxygen from the respiratory system, from the respiration, right? So that is why you're breathing it so fast. So your body can fulfill the need of the cell which is in your body and working continuously, right? So that is why you are breathing, and that is why your heartbeat increasing, because heart pumps the blood in whole body, right? So the work of heart increasing, the work of lungs also increases when you are doing some exercise, when you are running for so long. Now there are two type of respiration here which is given in your textbook. One is aerobic respiration. One is aerobic respiration, when breakdown of glucose occurs with the use of oxygen. When breakdown of glucose occurs with the use of oxygen, that is known as aerobic respiration, right? Aerobic, that aero means air is included in the presence of oxygen, we can say, right? The breakdown of glucose occurs in the presence of or with the use of oxygen, so that is aerobic respiration. Now see the formula of aerobic respiration. Here you can clearly see that glucose with the air or with the help of oxygen, or you can say with using oxygen, it gives you water, carbon dioxide and energy, right? It gives you water, carbon dioxide and energy. This is the formula when oxygen is present, right? Now see the second type, that is anaerobic respiration, when the breakdown of glucose occurs without using oxygen. When the breakdown of glucose occurs without using oxygen, that is known as anaerobic respiration. When the breakdown of glucose occurs without using oxygen, that is known as anaerobic respiration. Means here in this anaerobic respiration, your oxygen is not present. Now without oxygen, this respiration occurs in the cell, right? In muscle cell or in any cell, this respiration occurs without oxygen, right? We are talking about at the cell level, right? We are talking about the cell level, right? Cellular respiration we are talking about, right? Okay, so two things, when oxygen is present, when oxygen is absent. Now when oxygen is absent, there is one formula which is given here, you can see here clearly. Now this anaerobic respiration occurs in the yeast. This anaerobic respiration occurs in the yeast, which is used to make alcohol. That yeast is used to make alcohol. Now see the formula, you can see clearly that yeast formula, when that yeast respire, what do they produce? See here, glucose without oxygen, alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy. We get alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy. Glucose breakdown without oxygen, we get carbon dioxide, alcohol and energy. So this occurs in the yeast. But in your body sometimes this anaerobic respiration occurs, but only for few moments, right? Only for some time, a little bit, a smaller time. When it occurs, let me tell you that for short time our muscles also respire anaerobically. Means our muscles respire in the absence of oxygen. This occurs due to heavy exercise, continuously cycling or for running for many hours, right? This thing happens due to a deficiency of oxygen in your body, right? Due to deficiency of oxygen, means you are taking out some heavy exercises, you are performing some heavy tasks, right? But your respiration process, means your breathing process is so slow, right? But your muscles require energy, right? To fulfill energy of that muscles, the cell which is present over there will respire anaerobically. Anaerobically means without oxygen they will respire, right? And due to that they will produce lactic acid. What they will produce? They will produce lactic acid. You can see here formula: glucose in absence of oxygen, lactic acid and energy, right? Glucose, which is present in your muscles, right? Muscle cells, right? They will respire in absence of oxygen and they will produce lactic acid and energy. Because your body require energy and you are performing some heavy task, exercises and cycling and running or any task you are performing which require more energy. To fulfill that energy, your muscle has to give you energy and respire. So that is why there is less oxygen level in your body and your muscle will provide you energy by doing anaerobic respiration. And after performing those exercises, right, you will feel that your muscles of that particular organ by which you were running, like legs, right, or if you handle the heavy weight with your hands, so muscles of hand, they cramps, right, your muscles cramps after doing that exercise, right, or after performing any heavy weight, after holding any heavy weight, it happens, cramps occurs in your, cramps get created in your muscles. So why it is like that? So your cramps actually representing lactic acid which is present. Your muscles do anaerobic respiration to fulfill the need of energy. Your muscles do anaerobic respiration to fulfill the need of energy. So partial breakdown of glucose occurs in the muscle cell. Partial breakdown of the glucose will form into the lactic acid. And to relieve, to get the relief of those cramps, you need to, go for the hot water bath, right, or massage. When you will do this, so lactic acid will break down completely and it forms energy. So this is how, muscles are connected, cells are connected with the cellular respiration. So that is a deep, a deep thing. Food is included, cells are included. Cellular based respiration means cell is the unit part of your body, right? Up to now you were thinking that only our nose and lungs and blood is performing for the respiration, but your each and every body cell is performing respiration, right? So this is a little bit more detailed cellular respiration that we are studying here. So now let's try to understand breathing. Means breathing is a part of respiration only, right? So how we will define that breathing means taking in oxygen rich air and taking out air which is rich in carbon dioxide, that is your respiration. Now there are two words which is inhalation and exhalation. So how we can define this inhalation? Inhalation means the taking in of air which is rich in oxygen in the body, right? The taking in of air which is oxygen rich into the body, that is your inhalation. Now what is exhalation? Giving out air which is rich in carbon dioxide, that is exhalation. Inhalation means taking in air which is oxygen rich, that is inhalation, and exhalation means giving out air which is carbon dioxide rich, that is your exhalation. And this both processes are combined together, known as breathing. This breathing is a continuous process. Breathing is a continuous process. We can say it is a lifetime process, right? When breathing stops means you are not alive, right? You are not alive when breathing stops naturally, right? Okay. Now when we talk about breathing rate, mean number of time the person breathe in 1 minute. Number of time a person breathe in 1 minute, that is your breathing rate. Now what is a breath? What is a breath? A single breath. When we call a single breath, right? Now when we say that it is one breath, how we can count that it is one breath? So one inhalation and one exhalation. One inhalation and one exhalation, that is your one breath. That is inhale, exhale. So that is my one breath, right? And number of breath in 1 minute, that is my breathing rate. Now we hope understand that what is this breathing rate and what is one breath. Generally we are not aware about that we are breathing, right? Now let me tell you that when you are in a sleep, then also you are breathing, you are respiring when you are in a sleep, right? At that time you are not conscious, right? You are sleeping. So at that time also this process is going on. If you want to count, you can count by yourself, right? Using normal breath, right? Perform a normal breathing exercise, right? And count that how many breath you are taking in, right? And giving out, that inhalation and exhalation. Count it and try to find out what is your breathing rate. Now when we talk about average adult, right, the breathing rate of average adult is about 15 to 18 breath in 1 minute when that person is doing exercise. And adult person, if we talk about during exercise, right, the breathing rate increases by 25 breath per minute, right? 25 breath per minute. Now if you will compare, normally it is 15 to 18 breath per minute, and while performing exercise it increasing by 25 breath in minute. It means when you are performing anything, when you are doing any work, your body requires more energy, you are breathing more, you are taking more oxygen inside, and that is why breaking down of glucose will increase. When this breaking down of glucose will increase, you will get more energy to do work. Let me tell you this again, that when you are performing any task, right, any exercise or any household work you are performing, right? At that time, your body cells require more energy. That is why you are breathing it more faster, as we have seen that 25 breath per minute. So you are breathing it more faster, you are taking more oxygen inside. So more oxygen is supplied to your cell, and as more oxygen is supplied to your cells, means more glucose will break down and it will produce more energy, which will help your body to work, right? For different work, oxygen or energy required is a different. For different work, oxygen or energy which is required by your body is different. Now let me tell you, when you are sleeping, when you are walking, when you are running, when you are jumping, right? Just try to find out, just try to see the breathing rate, right? Are you breathing very fast or are you breathing slow? From these activities like sleeping, running faster, jumping, right, in which you require more breath, in which you require more oxygen. So yes, definitely you will say, while sleeping the breathing process slows down, and while running your breathing process becomes faster. Means while running you require more oxygen, more energy, while sleeping you require less oxygen, less energy is required. So today we have seen that what is respiration, what is breathing, and how they are different, right? We have studied about these three things, that what is external respiration, what is internal respiration, what is cellular respiration. About cellular respiration we studied it in more detail. We have also studied about anaerobic respiration and aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means oxygen is required. Anaerobic respiration means there is no need of oxygen. Without oxygen it takes place. We have also studied that what is inhalation and exhalation of gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide, right? So up to now we are just trying to understand that what is how energy is produced from our body, and what is this cellular respiration, and what are the effects when our body perform anaerobic respiration, right? So we have studied up to here. I hope you understand all the topics. Remaining part of this chapter we are going to study in the next video. Thank you so much.